Today, the DASCAR Pole Pro Series adds us to Detroit Belle Isle for the running of the Chevrolet Duel in Detroit. Since the cars can only fit 28 in one race, we decided to split this week into two dual races. The first race has drivers numbered 1 to 22, the second 24 to 99. So let's begin the weekend with race number 1. And the green flag waves here at race number 1 in Detroit Belle Isle. David Johansen starts on the pole and he gets off to a rocking start over everybody else. Now the qualifying was screwed up. Only like the top five drivers registered times. The others were organized by number. There was nothing I could do to fix that, so I do apologize in advance. But well, there is some passing for positions back there. Oh boy, Pichu in the wall, and some drivers already spinning. I think the Powerses were involved in hitting the wall early on near the Cadillac sign, and someone is up in smoke. That's John Cinedino. And there's the Powerses. Both Mason and Eric have trouble already, and John Cinedino's up in smoke. So everybody else gets held up, so Cinedino's day is done before it even really began. We have a battle for position right here as Johnny Garner trying to get past Joshua Michaels for third, I think, and Garner makes the pass, but Johnny Garner slides up high. Isaiah Bernesh is in it, and Dylan Thoreau is in it. Oh my goodness. Oh no, someone else is in it. That's one of the Powerses. I think that's Eric Powers in. And another driver slides up. That's Ian Dutta. So I guess that turn was another bad turn. So is this one. Big pile up in the back. Nick Pericles led that way. And those four would be done for the race. Back on the restart, David Johansen continuing to lead. Half the field would actually retire, believe it or not. And I guess those walls were the reason why half the field were gone in just an instant. But here comes, oh boy, Emily Ray gets a piece of the wall. Bernesh just makes it through. And here can Bernesh trying to close in on Dylan Thoreau. Oh, someone hit the wall. Philip Goldberg contact with the wall. And Philip is trying to get back on his feet. Oh no, Pichu's in the wall. Pichu debuting a new paint scheme today. And it's really already messed up. Already on that corner, he would be out of the race. David Johansen again dominating the race so far. This 12-lap first race duel, he's been dominating all day. No one's been able to catch him because of all the wrecking we had today. But here comes Ryan Acosta battling for fourth, and that's against Isaiah Bernesh. Oh, Bernesh too high, and someone is spinning. That's Bernesh actually. I'm sorry. And this is the other driver. And here's a battle for position between Tristan Folks, I should say. Tristan Folks is battling position against Isaiah Bernesh, and now Tristan Folks clears him, and Folks moves up to the position. Oh, Folks spins and a hit by Philip Goldberg. Wow, he was about to get ahead of Bernesh, but he hits the wall, and now he tries to catch up, tries to retaliate a little bit. Then he hits it again. He makes pass on Philip Goldberg. Goldberg has to coax his way down pit road. Wow, what an unfortunate series of events we had here. And in fact, 9 drivers would be left by 2 laps to go. Final 2 laps here, final restart of the race as David Johansen has been untouched throughout the entire race, and he's hoping to keep it that way. But he can't really make a mistake from here on out because a lot of these drivers have slammed walls all day, going contact to contact or something like that. And here's a battle for third. We see Ryan Acosta trying to get third from Johnny Garner, and Acosta gets third place right now as Johnny Garner, but he's still not giving up. But Garner gets cleared though, unfortunately for him. And here comes Alex Hawkins trying to move up to the top 5. A battle against Isaiah Bernesh and Tristan Folks. Those two cars are similarly colored, so I couldn't tell easily. Oh, and both of them would spin out. Both of them spin on that wall, and they would lose a lot of momentum and maybe even positions. And the Acosta-Garner battle hasn't died down on the final lap. The white flag came out as you see Garner now trying to get the lead away from Acosta. And Acosta though is able to hold off Johnny Garner's hard, treacherous fight for third. But they're not giving up right now. Alex Hawkins trying to get in, trying to creep into the podium. And meanwhile, David Johansen, he's not been touched. The only competitor he has in his rearview mirror is Tony Green. And I don't think he'll have enough time to catch up unless if Johansen makes a mistake in a corner. He's got to be careful through the final couple corners here, and he'll lead every lap and win this race. I know it's not as the racing you probably expect a lot here today, but it was the best I could do. We had some couple wrecks, and we did have a green flag run at the end of the race, so at least not all of them was bad. Anyway, Tony Green it looks like he's trying to close in a little bit, but I don't think he'll have enough time. One final corners left for David Johansen. It looks like he's just going to pull away from the field. Off the final corner, David Johansen wins race 1 of the Detroit Duels by Chevrolet and Quicken Loans. David Johansen was untouched all day despite wrecking in the back of the pack, and he would take the win here in race 1 in Detroit. Only 7 drivers surprisingly finished on the lead lap, and now here comes race number 2. And here is race number 2 in the Detroit Duels at Belle Isle. As you see, Jacob Lawler taking the pole. Green flag is out in race 2 as the sun goes down in Belle Isle Park. Lawler gets a great start. Jerry Guerrera right off the bat gets to second. I guess James Shelley did not have the start he needed. Already everyone going 3 wide. Well, someone tried to go 3 wide here, and that didn't work. That person was in the wall. Lawler continuing to lead. Let's keep an eye on the wall. And Robert Piet. Oh, Robert Piet holds up some of the field as he wrecks out on the first lap of the race. His day was done before it even began. Oh, we got ourselves a battle for 4th right here. Seth Cole passes Cody Hagan with help from Alex Ragow. Ragow giving him the push to get to the top 5, but Ragow wants the position of his own. And Ragow's going to try to do it, trying to avoid the wall, trying to make it work. Ooh, boy, they were so close from wrecking. But Ragow makes it through, gets through Seth Cole, and James Shelley hits the wall, and the outside of the front row starter is done for the day. Same for Sane Kors, who on the next lap wrecked down to the same corner. And here's what happened earlier. Ty Dent gets held up along with many others. Kors was in that pileup as well. Green flag is out again on lap 4 after that first caution of the race 2. As Lawler continues to hold the lead, Jerry Guerrera is still second, and Alex Ragow, you saw him earlier moving up to 3rd. And now Seth Cole wants 3rd back as he's on the bumper of Ragow, and Ragow trying to hold on, but Seth Cole finds a hole, tries to dig into it, and tries to get 3rd, but that slow turn is going to lose him his momentum, and he's going to have to wait a little bit until he can get another chance at least. Cody Hagan, though, gets the pass on Benjamin Miles for the 5th position, but Seth Cole, he's still trying to pass Alex Ragow. Ragow puts a block on the 25, and he would still get 3rd. Joseph Onesto would pull out the 2nd caution of the race as Onesto gets right into Daniel Voiles and Zachary Fitzwater. And here's another wreck. Ooh, boy, Mitchell Riggs, I think. Mitchell Riggs come up in smoke already near the same corner where everybody keeps wrecking for some reason. And now he's up in smoke. His day was done, unfortunately. And here's a restart halfway through the race, 6 to go. As you see, Jacob Lawler still pulling out to the lead with some great views of Belle Isle Park. We haven't really shown you in race 1, but now we're showing it to you right now. Benjamin Miles trying to put a hard charge to the top 5, looking to get in the top 5. Oh no, the 99 Brandon Nichols has just spun out. Brandon Nichols, a tough break for him. He was trying to give the Coca-Cola sweep as his teammate David Johansen won, but Brandon Nichols not getting the better luck. Oh, Lawler gets too high, and the top 3, they spun. Seth Cole takes the lead. Cody Hagan also in it. And I think Hergeli Alonso is also in it. Here's Seth Cole's onboard camera. Couldn't believe his eyes. The top 3 wrecked down the corner, and Seth Cole passes everybody to take the lead. What a shocking twist. Race 1 did not have this unpredictable development. But wow, this race 2 already more exciting than race 1. You never know what happens in road courses. And Jacob Lawler paid an unfortunate price for that. Now Cole leads with the restart with 3 laps to go. Alex Ragow looking to move up to second, looking to resume his rivalry with Seth Cole. Lawler in the wall, loses momentum, loses third, and he might even lose fourth as well. Dylan Young is behind him right now. Ragow takes second. Oh boy, Lawler, tough break. He was going to be the dominant car today until that wall, until that little trouble there, little accident we had earlier. And Lawler now has to fight for a podium, now trying to keep the podium here in race 2. Daniel Voiles, meanwhile, battling with Dylan Young, and it ends ugly. Oh, Jerry Guerrera in the tire. He loses a tire. Daniel Voiles, Jerry Guerrera wreck out, and Sean Hartwell got a piece of the wall, the same wall Lawler hit when he lost the lead. That would bring out the final caution of the race. The race would end under caution, an onboard look of Guerrera to see how bad the wreck was to end the race. But Seth Cole, coming off the final corner, is going to hold everybody off and get the win in race 2 in the Detroit Duels at Belle Isle Park. What a race for Seth Cole, overcame wrecking it by the top 3 to get the win here in Detroit. And so congrats to our winners, David Johansson and Seth Cole, 2 of our winners from Belle Isle Park. We will show you the points after ORP, but right now the next race is going to be Mount Rushmore, so we'll see.